This is a thermal drone with the ability to fly for 45 minutes at a time and have a 200x zoom, along with the thermal, of course. This is a deer finding machine. We just got this like a week ago, so we're pretty new to it. We've never actually found an animal with it before. And this evening, if the animal's around, hopefully we're gonna find our first animal. But here it is. I mean, this thing's pretty cool. It's pretty high tech. This is how big it is, so you can see, it's pretty massive, so. I don't know, it's got some serious power. It can go really far away too. With the 4 big propellers, 2 giant batteries in the back, and then this is the thing that actually does all the damage, and that is the thermal camera, along with a 200x camera. Today wasn't as hot, so we're hoping maybe we'll get out here and maybe be able to find some actual deer and stuff. Who knows, might find like a coyote or something too. Here's the big remote, and the cool thing about it, we can actually do this right here. Pull it down, boom. Now we're screen recording, and right now y'all are looking at the same screen we are. So Cody, go ahead and take it off. Let's look for some deer. I'll be honest, we're kind of cheating. And we've already seen a herd right over there, but we've not actually seen it with the drone. So go ahead and flip into thermal mode and see if they're still there. Yeah, see them over there, all those white dots? Oh, they've got closer? Zoom in on them and let's see. Those are deer, they're moving.
Yeah, those are.
Flip on to the big camera. That's too tight. Oh, there you go. All right, well, there you go. Hey, woo, we just found our first animal. All right, so there's our first animal. Looks like a herd of 4 deer, does. We knew those were there, so we didn't necessarily do anything incredible. You can actually see like the 4 dots over there. Those 4 dots in the back, check out those and see what those are. And that big hot thing. I think the big hot thing's probably an excavator, but I don't know what the other ones are. Now hit the zoom. Oh, those are rocks too. Well, here's the thing, guys. Rocks are hot too, and that's what we're gonna be seeing a lot. Now, Cody, go free. Take the drone up there, see if you can find something that we didn't know was here, I guess. Fun fact, rocks hold heat for like a long time. So as we're flying this thing throughout the mountain, it's almost polka dotted and it's a lot of rocks. So that's one of the things we're really out here getting practice on, is figuring out and getting good at determining rock versus deer. Typically deer will be the shape of the deer. Guess what? That's how we know the difference. We just not figured that out yet. It wasn't very long ago. It was like, well, last fall, I made a questionable shot on a deer with a flintlock. I found like 5 specks of blood total, a bunch of fur. And I'll be honest, that's all I knew. I couldn't find him. I looked up to see if there was any thermal drone operators locally, and the closest one was 2 hours. So needless to say, I never found the deer. Until a few days later, he did pop up on trail camera, but that's the only way I would have known. If I didn't have trail cameras everywhere, I'd never known if I'd kill that thing or not. So yeah, that's our plan. Hopefully if we get practiced up good in the summer, we're from Kentucky, so not much tech in these woods, buddy. What are we finding, Cody? More rocks?
Yeah.
Bunch of rocks. Another popular thing these drones are used for is actually pet recovery. Because, I mean, hey, you know, finding deer, pretty restricted to like deer season. But a little dog, you let it out, it gets scared, it runs away. Pets get lost all the time. I think they're a little bit harder to find because they're so much smaller, but we'll give it a shot, you know. We'll try, you know. And of course, like first responder type stuff. So if someone does get lost somewhere, that thermal drone's a pretty solid idea. Long story short, yeah, they use these drones a lot for first responders and stuff. We're probably just going to use it to find deer and stuff. Found another hot spot. We'll use the zoom to see. See anything?
Yep.
You see it?
I think so. It's a deer right there.
Zoom in a little more, we'll see. You think that's a deer? Oh, something's hot. It's right behind that tree, whatever it is, though. It's not making it easy.
Right there it is.
You see it?
Yeah, I see. Right there.
Oh, I see it moving now.
That's its body.
Let's just hold it there and see if it wants to move. Zoom in a little more. Put it right on top of it, and we'll just watch it and see if it moves.
It's back the shoulder right where you shoot them.
Really?
Pretty sure it is. Or it's right on the shoulder.
I can't even see the deer yet.
You don't see it?
No.
It's right there.
I guess
it's right here.
We're just going to have to wait for it to move. I guess I seen its tail move.
It's still moving.
It's like moving though?
Its head's moving.
Oh.
You see it?
Oh, you're really zoomed in.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
That's why I was zooming out some. That's its head right there.
That's pretty wild.
Return home.
Yeah. All right, pull it on back home. So the battery's dying on it. He's gonna bring it on in and land it, and we're gonna swap the batteries. Pretty cool though. We found a herd of deer and another deer so far. Whenever a deer is out here in the field, usually people aren't gonna have a problem finding it, but it's gonna be one solo deer way up in the woods in the thick stuff. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good practice, honestly. Here comes the drone, bringing it in. All right, let's swap those batteries. Show us how to do that. It's pretty cool. Like if you guys have ever seen Drone Deer Recovery, that YouTube channel, in the last video, he's the one who brought it down here, like hand delivered it and gave us a little tutorial on how to fly it. That way we're not just hoping for the best. Yeah, like that. Right now, this is called hot swapping, where it's still on, but you're switching batteries. Pretty solid. Like I was saying though, we're still getting used to it. We're still learning how to fly it, so we're still doing a lot of things wrong, and hopefully we'll learn from that. So what we done right there was a little bit of daytime, but a lot of the recovering and a lot of drone stuff actually happens at night. So it has this not really built in, but attachment spotlight. We'll show you how that works. I gotta slide it on, wiggle it, make sure it's on there good, and then it plugs into this port up top. It should connect. I'll take off and show you what the spotlight does. So that's not the spotlight.
Oh, dang.
I mean, that's pretty bright spotlight.
That's...
Now I'm gonna take it sky high and let it look straight down on us. So right now it's about 150 feet above us. Can you see that? The important thing is that the drone can actually see really good. We're still screen recording, so I'm gonna switch to the zoom lens. You're watching me, watch you, watch you, watch you. Yeah, kind of freaky. Yeah, let me switch out of that and let's go see if I can find something else. You looked mainly on that side, so I'm gonna look over here on this side. I see something hot, but I'm pretty sure it's a rock. I'll see if I can find me a deer on this side. Here's a heat spot. I'm gonna zoom in on it just to make sure. To zoom in, it's a rock. So I'm just gonna scan over this area, slow and steady, and see if I see anything hot. Looking up every so often to make sure I'm not about to fly into a tree. As soon as I find an animal, our job is complete. I don't want to leave without finding an animal. Cody's found them all. It's not fair.
You can go find that one again.
I could go find the same deer. I might just do that. I would actually like to find that deer and then take a closer look and see if its head is a buck. I'm gonna go see if I can find that deer. Could be it was alone. Could mean it's a buck. They don't really, oh, there it is. It's moving out in the open now. Oh, I got a really good shot at it if I can line this up. I got a pretty decent shot. Now, hitting the spotlight. That brightened it up a little bit. Not a ton. I think there might have actually been another deer here though.
But so far, it's not really been bothering the deer though.
These are does. They don't really care that much about anything, but they don't seem to be caring very much about the drone. They also didn't seem to care very much whenever they were like right over there staring at us. So your deer in your area could be more shy, they could be less shy, but typically we're gonna be looking for dead deer. Oh, here's some deer. It's gotta be deer, right? It is. Found some mountaintop deer.
Really?
I did. Way up there on the mountain. Looks like a group of 5. We're gonna be doing some testing stuff too, to where, how far can I walk to a deer without it smelling? We'll have Cody up with the drone watching both of us, and I'll just walk towards it and see when it actually notices me. And even on top of that, when does it actually care? Zoomed footage right there in the screen. I'm seeing 2. Is that, no, yep, there's 3. That little hill that they're on is not small. That's a pretty steep hill, so I'm gonna follow up, and here's one way up at the top, lagging behind. Let's check it out, see if it might be a buck. I don't know, it might be, could be. Ooh, we can see its eyes glowing. Can't tell if it's a buck though. There, we just turned it into night scene. Should be a little bit easier on us. This buck acts a little more spooky, so it actually could be a buck. Who knows? It's staring at the camera awfully hard. We'll go back into our and we'll continue up this ridge at least for a little bit, just to see a little bit if any more deer jump out at me. That's good though. We're getting practice. And this is the kind of practice we need. You know, you'd think that any piece of property, you come out here with a thermal drone, there's gonna be deer everywhere. Not necessarily, I guess. I mean, we've looked at a pretty huge part of this mountain. There's just no deer there right now. Maybe they're there in the daytime, but they're not really here right now because we're looking at the thermal. There's nothing there, so it's kind of cool. And this is gonna be the last thing we check, and I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of rocks. Cool, well, bringing it back in. Watch this. Oh, that spotlight staring at us. I'm gonna turn the spotlight off, but watch this. I have a beacon, all right? So where now it's like a helicopter. I'm supposed to have a beacon. They should be able to see it flashing.
There it is.
So it's kind of flashing, that's kind of cool. That way at nighttime, an airplane don't run into it or something. Yeah. All right, we're gonna land it. There we go. That's pretty much what we got.
Yeah.
All right, the video's over.